people, how are we all doing? Finally, Leeds are back. Get in. Good times, good times. Enjoy the international break. To be honest, I did a lot of watching of under 21s football in Germany, for example. Just looking at some players. But anyway, no one cares, Ben. Yeah. Injuries, problems, fitness issues. Yeah, there's a lot of issues going into the game. It's not ideal. Kind of expected, I think, something to go wrong during the international break. There were some very good moments for some players, some very good moments for individuals. Atchgray getting an assist at the start for the 21s and the goal. Obviously, Nonto getting an assist for Italy. Matteo Joseph scoring to get the valuable point for Spain under 21s, having come on a few minutes before. Good moments for our players. Of course, some bad moments as well for the Welsh lads. Dan James is going to need a little arm around him. Horrible situation to been in it. It's vile. It's. I'm not going to get too into it because genuinely it's a horrible situation to be in. It really is. It really is. But anyway, I'm going to show a little diagram of all of our players. I don't know where to put myself. There we go. I'll put myself here. I'll just cut myself off. No one cares. So this is the team. So green is fit and available. Or what I presume is fit and available. Yellow is kind of went on the national break, didn't play full minutes, but might be slightly tired, so fatigue issues. Orange is a high doubt that they won't play. And then obviously red, they can't play. I think I've spelled everyone right. Apologies if I haven't. But we'll start off with the defence, and obviously we've got the bad news of Pascal. Good or bad news, I guess the operation went down well. He's on the road to recovery now, and it starts now. He starts to next season. His kind of path to next season starts here. For Pascal, and I'm good. I'm genuinely good for him. I really am. I love him to bits. I think he's an unbelievable player for Leeds United. Hopefully, this time off can, allow him to refocus himself and prepare himself now for next season. Hopefully, that's the Premier League. If it is, prepare himself for the competition that he will have at centre back next season. Whether that's Rodon, whoever, bring someone in. If I'm Purdue, I don't know. I'm ready to see him in the Prem again, Pascal. I really am. I think he's an excellent player. I think he's got all the attributes. I really do. I think he's got all the attributes for a centre back that you need in the modern day. Just that fitness side of it, that injury side of it, that is a little off-putting at times when you're trying to get a constant run games. But yeah, good for the recovery. I'm ready for him next year. I can't wait for him to come back firing and ready to go for Leeds United as our captain, which is great. I love that as well. Pascal Schrauk, our captain. That's class. But he's gone, fortunately. Sorry, Pascal. A tough one for the Watford game. And the reason Rodon and Ampadu are like that, obviously they played all those minutes for Wales. And the fact that they only have one training session. And that won't even be a full 10 session. That will be... They'll still be in the flow of things because obviously they've been off for Wales, the training. They'll still be in the full flow of things. That'll be fine. But it's the amount of games they played, going to extra time and penalties, that mental stress, that downtime you won't really be allowed. And the fact that you can't tactically work on the game coming up against Watford on the training pitch. They will do, obviously, this is where analysts come in. You'll obviously do a lot of kind of video sessions and video analysis sessions, tactical but video sessions. You can do them all day. That's fine without obviously overloading the brain. But yeah, that will come into it. They'll do a lot of that on Watford, kind of like Chelsea. We didn't have a lot of training time before that game, and we played really well. So that's all it requires for those, the top professionals. I'm sure they'll come in. I'm sure they'll be fine. As long as they didn't carry any knocks with them, which I don't believe they have, given what's been told in the press conference. So that's why they're orange. But they're orange yellow, because it's not an ideal situation. It really isn't. They're not fully match prepared. It's not ideal. They might be fatigued mentally, physically. But if they pass the fitness test and they go through the training fine when they are back on Thursday, then everything will be good. But you've got Cooper and Cresswell waiting in the wings, who are fully fit and ready, which is fine for me. I want to see more of Cresswell. I like him, I really do. But competition in that centre back partner, Pascal out now, but when Pascal was in, a lot of competition in that area, and those guys have been in front of him this season. Fullback is an issue. I know Firpo's not injured. the way in which he spoke about him, he will be jet lagged. He will maybe have a session. And again, that might even just be a video session. It might even be a physical session. It might just be a fitness test. He will be mentally fatigued, jet lagged, travelled a lot. He won't be in ideal condition. He really won't. It's a lot of minutes. That's why he's orange. I think he's in a difficult situation. But again, might have to play. Might be required. Roberts is injured. Could probably be red. We believe he's pulled a muscle and he won't play. Did limp off. I'm probably just going to put him out, to be honest. And that leaves this situation in the fullbacks. Of course, you've got one of these two who could play here if Firpo is okay. You've got this situation where Sam Byram could easily slot in right back, and you've got Jimmy Shackleton who can do a job at right back too. And again, people have to remember this is a situation we're in. We can't do anything about this. This is a one-game situation as well, for the most part anyway. The injuries might carry on, but the fatigue, won't. So it's a lot of games coming up. So yeah, we need to get through this 2-game period, and then it kind of evens out after that. But once we get through it, the recovery time, we have a week really then each game, so that's good. Let's get through this. So if we have to play Shaq and Byram on the fullback positions, if that's the requirement, I spelled Shaq right. I think I have. I don't know. Sorry, Shaq, if I'm dyslexic. Can't spell. But yeah, it's not terrible. Let's be honest, boys. Let's not go boys or girls. Let's not go crazy. Yeah. But yeah, that's the situation. It could be. Look, it's fine if it's that or this. It's fine by me. It's these two. Fine. That's what I'm going to go with. If Firpo's not injured, I genuinely believe he'll play. I just do. I'm not sure about Watford's right winger as well. I'm not sure. I went to the game last time where Jorginho Rutter tore it apart. I can't remember if their right wing was as effective as their left. Their left wing is a decent player. If he's still there, I can't remember. But I believe that might be it. But then look at that. Three of the back four isn't fully prepared. They're not fully match ready, and that's an issue in the build-up. But that's part of football, people. That's the way it is. When you have these international players, that's what you have to deal with. That's side hustle, the side, problems you have with having these top players who probably shouldn't be in the Championship anyway. Yeah, I'll go with that for me. Midfield is an issue. Gruev picked up an injury. I believe an ankle injury, Farker said. So he's a major doubt. Again, even if he is fit, the training, the fitness side of it isn't ideal. He won't be fully fit. So that's a struggle. And then you look at this position in midfield here. Take Gruev out of that just for a moment while we do this. We've got these two here. Kamara didn't play in Finland's second game, which is good. That was, I believe, that's probably because they were out. I believe that would have been Farker saying, give him a rest. I believe anyway. But he's fine. I believe he's not injured at all. So he's got less. He's had more recovery time. He'll be absolutely fine. Maybe slightly fatigued, but I'll put him green because he's an athlete anyways, Kamara. And Archie Graves, look, yeah, he played one full 90 minutes. Came on late in the second game. He played 60 minutes actually. So I believe he'll be absolutely fine. Not a lot of travelling either, really. So fine for me. That's a decent 2. The issue is, though, the way in which we play, who's playing that deep, who's that deep line playmaker. I'm not sure either of them have that kind of side of their game, ideally. Which, we've not seen Kamara playing the 6, we've not seen Gray playing the 6. I believe they're both good. They're both different 8s, but they're both 8s. They play different type of role as an 8. Gray's probably more progressive and more advanced going forward. Kamara is more good at the deeper possessions. So there is an instance where it could be Kamara's the 6 and Arch Gray's the 8. I like that midfield too, though. I like it as a 2. But the issue then lies with that 6 position, because that is a Gruev or Ampadu role. Could it be literally a situation where either Gray or Kamara, this is one or the other, by the way, comes out, and maybe a Creswell or a Cooper comes in? Don't know which one. I'm just for argument's sake. It doesn't matter to me. Either or is fine for this game. It could be this. This could be a situation we'll find ourselves in. Gray in that slightly advanced midfield role and Ampadu back to where he belongs. I don't think Farker is the type of person who likes to change too much. So, for example, he will bring a player in that he believes in. He won't try and teach a new position for Kamara, that deeper 6, in literally a day or two, given he's only just come back as well. That's tough. I think the non-risk option is to put Ampadu in there for me and Archie Gray in this 8 role, or whoever's most suited to this situation, whoever's more fit, either one of. You know what I mean? That's what I'd do anyway. Yeah, let me know what you guys think's going to happen there. Interesting. It depends who comes back fit and who's ready, right? Because look, at the end of the day, if it is Gruev, then you've got Ampadu in there, you've got Gruev in there, and it's either or. I think Gray plays, so that could be a situation. If Gruev is fine, Gray does go back, and maybe then you can spare Firpo and then play Byram. That looks a lot better to me, but it all depends on the Gruev situation, doesn't it, really? But going on what he said, if he's not fit, it could be a bit of a switch around. I think he might be. We'll see. But that could be that. And the front 4 is interesting. Paddy, Matteo. Look, Matteo, excellent moment for him, by the way. Unbelievable. Paddy's had the time off now. He's rested. He's going to be absolutely fine. He will start up top unless he picks up an injury, but I believe he's fine. Good left-wing options here. Anthony's had a break. Somerville's had a break. I'm ready for his performance. So that'll be fairly straightforward, I think, for Somerville in there. 10's interesting. The 10 is interesting. It really is, because he's all right. I don't think he is, people. Again, you've got 2 games. Plus, I don't think he's all right. I don't think he's ready to play. But I believe he played. He did team training, but I believe Fark said he wants him to be part of the squad. Whether that's starting, whether that's playing 60 minutes, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But the caveat to that is Rutter's best game for me this season was against Watford last time, where he absolutely run riot. So you really hope he is fit. What do you guys think? I'm not going to bank on it. I believe... No, I'm not going to bank on it. I hope he is. I'm praying he is. In that situation, you've got a Joe Pro in the 10 and a Paddy up top. Which leaves this position out here. This is not my team, by the way. I honestly, guys, I have no idea. I'm not trying to predict this. Just trying to presume and guess who I think might be fit, but I have no idea. This is just what could be. It could be any. There could be any rotation here. But this is a situation we're in. I have no idea. None of us do we really? That's the problem. James and Nonto. So Nonto I put orange because I believe he picked up a bit of a knock. A bit of a pull, I believe. James, again, playing minutes for Wales. There's a lot of talk about the situation he's in. Look, having someone that's been in those, wasn't not at that level. But relative to your own level, a penalty shootout is horrible, no matter what level it is for you and your teammates being part of that team. Knowing that it's on you and knowing that you're the person that missed the key component in the game to go through. Imagine that for a nation, an entire country. And I'll never criticise a person. I'm not going to go off too much of a tangent here because I'm passionate about this. I'm never going to criticise a person for taking a penalty ever in my life. Missing one, ever. The only situation that you don't take a penalty is if you don't want one. It's quite simple. I see people saying the captain should take one. That's the biggest BS I've ever heard. Captain's a leader. A leader's role is not to be the big man and say, look, I should do this. A captain's or a leader's role is to delegate the people that are best in each position to do their job. Now, a captain doesn't have to be the loudest person on the pitch. A captain could say the right words at the right times. A captain could delegate someone to say the right words. A captain could say, look, Paddy, up top, I need you to talk to him and him. If you're not confident in a penalty and you're a leader and you don't want to take a penalty because you're not confident in that moment, a good leader doesn't take one because he doesn't want to jeopardise the team. That's BS. I'll never hear that. It's not an example, all that rubbish. It's not an example. It isn't. Because what if you miss? You're not an example then, are you? If you're not confident, don't take a penalty. In any situation, people. If any young guys watching this or girls watching this, you don't have to. But when I played football, I loved being a flair player. I loved getting assists, scoring goals, taking people on, and I enjoyed it. I hated penalties with passion. I hated them. I think they're pointless. I hate them. It's just it's luck. You get on target, the keeper goes the right way, he doesn't. Like, who cares? But yeah. I'll never criticise someone that didn't take a penalty. Or someone that missed, ever. Chiellini for Italy when they beat England didn't take a penalty. Their captain, their leader. Fine. It's not that deep. But James Parker will be there. James will take his time out after the game today, just to reflect, relax, get back into zone, motivation now. Through to the World Cup. Push yourself. Work really hard in the next year, 2 years. Push yourself, get Leeds back up there. Fans will sing your name. Don't worry about it. Tough situation, but you'll be fine, Dan James. Starts for me. Don't think Nonto will be fit. If he isn't, Dan James is in there. And he's ready and ready to go. Best believe. Daniel Farker will put his arm around him, give him the motivation he needs to perform. I'm sure his teammates will too. So yeah, I've gone with this. Look, like I said, this is not me saying this should be the one. I literally have no idea. And this depends on who's fit. We have no idea who's fit, do we? Whoever isn't fit comes out. Gray comes in. Byram can go there. Firpo can go left back. Or not. It doesn't matter. Like I said. Then Ampadu goes in midfield. And then you have Cooper or Creswell in this position. I don't care who it is. Obviously, they'll play the other side. Cooper, whatever. Don't care. Right, it's fine. Even up top, Nonto might be fine. Nonto comes in, obviously. In there. Cool. Rutter's fit. Rutter comes in there. Cool. I just want more greens people. I want more people that are ready and prepared to play and people that are fit. You don't want too many oranges, too many insecurities in there because if it comes late into the game, and these are kind of the guys that are playing, you can see there could be a lot of potential fatigue issues in there. You know what I mean? So you've got to be really careful with these situations. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. It's going to be a good game. I'm looking forward to it. A game we should win, obviously. A game we need to win if we're serious. Keep saying this every week. These are the games now. These 2 in a few days that you have to push through. You have to, as a squad, come together and help each other out. Get through these games. No problem at all. I'm ready. I'm looking forward to it. Back to the season. The run-in. The final stretch. No mistakes. Let's do this. I'm ready. Let's go. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. I appreciate the support as usual. I'll see you guys in a bit.